public or donate to charity. That concludes my report. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Okay, thank you for the report. Who wants to speak on this item first? Mr. Pat Kearney,
I like number 3.
you like 3?
Yes, I do. I think we should give our businesses or residents the opportunity to purchase this at a discount price. And then whatever left over, we donate to Habitat for Humanity or a donation facility. And
Yeah.
then Republic Services.
You probably need number 2, because number 3 is you're going to discard.
Oh, number 2 is
this one.
Thank you.
There you go.
Let's just see if you're awake.
Okay, very good.
And just to clarify, is the 3 options all together? First, we do residents and donate, and lastly, whatever is left, we discard.
So you're saying these are 3 steps? The first one, then we go to the second one, then we go to the third one?
That's how
We
we
have the option to pick 1, 2, or 3.
Well,
we have the option to do 1, 2, and 3, but they work together.
well, you have to do 1 in order to do 2, definitely,
Right, right.
because of
So
a plan, yeah.
you theoretically could go straight to 3. You could skip 1, or you could skip 2, or you could skip 1 and 2. What staff is recommending is go 1, then 2, then 3.
3 step.
Yep.
Well, let
I
me,
think we'll probably end in 2,
Yeah.
because, you know, if the residents bid on them, and then whatever's left, we donate to Habitat for Humanity.
okay, then I'll rescind back and go with steps 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm okay with that. Yes, ma'am.
I'm okay with staff recommendation, but I would like to see step 2, the donation to Habitat for Humanity, before we discard or give it to Republic Services.
Well, yeah, that is what it, that is what it says.
But we could take the shortcut and get rid of 1 and 2 and,
Right.
no, but, yeah. I think option 1 and 2 are the best ones out of there. Try not to do step 3.
I agree. Any other discussion on this item? Okay, I think we can take this unanimous consent as well, Mr. City Attorney. Without objection, we'll take staff recommendation and try to land on 2 and not advance to 3. Right. Okay, so that would be the order. Thank you for that report. All right, we're almost there. Okay. Item H is City Manager's Report. I didn't skip you this year, this meeting.
No comments, Mayor and Council, at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Item 9 is an update on a cleanup week incentive. Is that a real word? Incentivization? Is that a real word?
I think so. I looked it up.
Okay, you looked it up? Okay, we want to incentivize the public to participate in the cleanup week. Let's hear from Councilwoman Cuevas.
I think the report is being done by.
Okay, who's going to give the
Michael.
staff report? You're going to give them, then
Michael.
you'll probably comment on that. Yes, yes.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and distinguished members of the City Council. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you this evening. This is an update on Cleanup Week. As this council is aware, the Beautification Committee hosts twice yearly cleanup weeks, one in the spring, one in the fall. Each of these events include ways for the public to dispose of unused trash and items from their homes. This includes non-permitted yard sales, unlimited bulky item pickups from the parkways, as well as e-waste and trash disposal at our public works yard. This year, we're happy to report that over 60 tons of items, bulky items, were picked up by Republic Services during the week. We also saw 17 vehicles depositing e-waste at the city yard and 102 vehicles depositing trash. Also, as one other part of this event, this week-long event includes a volunteer day, and as the council knows, we have had waning turnouts for volunteers, although this year with some aggressive recruiting from staff and also from some help from City Clerk Erica Harbison in recruiting our students, we did have a good turnout this year, including about 40 students. So we did get quite a bit of trash off the streets. The cleanup was along Hawthorne Boulevard from 147th to all the way as far down as Manhattan Beach Boulevard. And as I said, several truckloads of trash were picked up by our volunteers. Also, we did recruit a business to assist with incentivizing our volunteers. We are going to continue to look for other businesses as well. We'd like to recruit Sprouts and possibly Made Burgers to help out in the future and do a rotation of businesses for each cleanup. That concludes my report, and I am available to answer any questions.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
No, I would like to thank staff for trying to get these businesses to participate with us. As you can see, by incentivizing people, they come out. So hopefully for our spring cleanup, either Sprouts or the new burger place will join us. We could also go to Pollo Campero and see if they'll give us some of their certificates, because they do have those free sandwich certificates that they might be able to donate to us for this event. Or maybe we could put a tent outside their, like we used to do with Winter Schnitzel, outside their establishment. You clean up, you turn in your trash bag, and then you get a free sandwich.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are looking at all these options, and we do want to incentivize our residents and our businesses to work together and help clean the city up.
And thank you, staff and beautification committee, for such a great job this fall event.
Thank you.
I'd also like to ask the city attorney, can we use the council, I'm not speaking for the whole council, for myself, our discretionary fund to donate to this thing, to buy gift certificates to different establishments for lunches or snacks?
I'll have to take a second look at the council protocols and policies for use of discretionary funds, but off the top of my head, I don't see a problem with that because it directly advances participation in a city event.
All right, thank you.
I have a quick question. Maybe we can also incentivize the participants. I mean, I know some of them get community service credits, but maybe like a friendly competition kind of a thing, so that once you're actually out in the field, you actually pick up trash, you know, more than you would otherwise. Maybe there can be some kind of prize or something for the most trash picked up, or something to that degree. Or I don't know, just to make it kind of fun. Maybe it's something like the weirdest thing, the weirdest piece of item that was picked up or something, you know. I'm just saying, you know what I mean. Think outside. I mean,
There was a car bumper last time. I should have brought that.
see, the car bumper would have won.
I should have brought the car bumper.
That would have won.
Went in the bag.
And last year, the matching shirt,
Yep.
shirt and shoes probably would have won. Right, or whatever. But I'm just saying, just kind of incentivizing, a little friendly competition. You guys,
We can explore all those, Mr. Mayor.
okay. But thank you, Ms. Cuevas, for bringing up that item, and we'll make that happen. Okay, with that, so that would be the order. Okay, yeah, that was item 9. Okay, yes. Item number 10 is the mayor and city council meeting reports of attendance at meetings or events. Anything you would like to share? Let's start with Councilwoman Cuevas.
On 10/28 via Zoom, I attended Mayor Karen Bass and the South Bay Regional Roundtable on Climate Resiliency. I also attended the Halloween hunt event or Halloween event. Thank you, staff, for putting a great show. I really enjoyed the, I don't know what they're called, I forget the name of the group that sang, the 3 adults that did that show for the kids. I got great feedback from parents saying that their kids loved it, and some of them are watching them now on the internet. I don't know if it's Zoom or whatever media they have. But it was a great show. You made me sit there and watch, but, I enjoyed it too. On 11/2, I did the March for Englewood Women's Walk, sponsored by Assemblywoman McKinnon. Very well attended by a lot of females with the support of a lot of significant others. It was just bringing the voice out that we need to vote and make the change if we want to make a change, not to wait and rely on other people to vote for us. And then on 11/2, that same day, I attended the Dia de los Muertos put together by SMOA city staff and the library. Well attended also. Loved the booths that they had. We were able to do headbands and other arts that we could put at the altar. We also saw two folklorico dancers, one a high school from a group from Lucinger High School, and another group from a private dance club. Very nice, very cute. Hopefully next year we will have more attendance and more participation by other members of the community. And that's all for me.
Okay, thank you. Hoffman Gorman.
Yes, I also attended the Halloween haunt, and it was very well put together, and I'd like to be thanking the Community Services, Public Works, and the LA County Sheriffs for making that event possible. It was nice to see our sheriffs, as always, including our sergeant, out there and interacting with the community. I also would like to recognize that the Dodgers won this last week. And even bigger than that, I would like to thank the residents that celebrated in the right manner, and to remind the residents that live next door to those that enjoy the illegal fireworks celebrations that we went through, that it's okay to pick up the phone and call the sheriff's department and let them know of our displeasure. Let's get those addresses where that's happening. It's illegal even on celebration. It's a $2,500 fine, 365 days a year for those going up in our air. So again, thank you to the Dodgers, and thank you to the Lawndale residents that celebrated responsibly. I also want to remind everyone that this coming weekend, from the 7th, I believe, through the 9th, correct me if I'm wrong, we have the Field of Honor display here at the City Hall. And if you haven't ever taken the time to come up and take a look at it, it's absolutely magnificent. And it's one of those things that makes, I think, all of us proud of our city, is when we see all of those flags out there. There's still time, I believe, to purchase.
I put some flyers in the back of the room, Councilmember. The event will be from the 7th through the 12th, and they can buy flags up until the 6th.
All right, and so if you haven't purchased your flag, please come on up, and if you choose to pick up your flag afterwards, you can, or if you choose to donate it to the city, it will be used again next year in this display. Also, again, like our captain said, if you haven't come out to be involved yet, this is your invitation. Come out and join us at Neighborhood Watch. It's where we're getting things done. Residents, the city, and the Sheriff's Department are working hand in hand, and I'm seeing great progress on cleaning up some of these issues that we have. If we don't know that you have an issue, we can't help you correct that issue. And so come on out on the night of the 20th for Neighborhood Watch. I have one last thing. Last year, I asked for an updated code enforcement caseload from the attorney's office, which was provided for us back in January. At the time, I was thinking that we'd probably want to do that about twice a year. Since we're almost to January of 25, is there any way that we could put that on our schedule that by January, the end of January, the second meeting of January of 25, that can be brought forward again so we can see where we're at on those code cases?
I have zero problem with that. I can get an attorney-client privilege memo to you before December 1st, certainly, and then if you want to have a public report on it, we can do that in January, no problem at all.
Thank you.
Pat Kearney.
All right. I attended the senior luncheon for all the seniors. I fit in there. There was an individual there with, I call him the cone head. He was there celebrating senior lunch. I attended the Halloween haunt, and I was glad to see the haunted house back. It was on hiatus for a few years. I loved it. The kids loved it. Some, the grown-ups didn't love it. I also attended the Samoa Day of the Dead, and there was dancers, there was face painters, there was a young man giving away chicken tamales, and the Day of the Dead bread. And also, I want to remind everybody that this month, November, is National Native American Month. Get out, attend a powwow, eat some fry bread. You'll enjoy it. Let's celebrate the Native Americans, too. With that, I pass it on.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Suarez.
Thank you. So on October 24th, I attended the South Bay Cities Council of Government Board of Directors meeting. If you remember our last meeting, we talked about the Inglewood Transit Connector and Inglewood's request for the sub-regional funds. We did have Congresswoman Maxine Waters show up to discourage the board along with Inglewood residents. So that motion was voted down, and some of you may have read about it in some news articles. And then October 30th, I attended the South Bay Cities Council of Government Functional Zero event with the city of Redondo Beach. So Functional Zero, it's a term that defines when placement of unhoused individuals to interim or permanent housing surpasses the number of individuals who become homeless over a 6-month period. It was well attended. There were a lot of important guests there, and they're hoping, it was a pilot program that was started with the COG, and so other cities are going on to that pilot program, and the hope is to reach functional zero across the region. So it was very, very cool to attend that and see that there is some progress being made. And so I would like to, that reminded me of our Homelessness Solutions Committee. So I would like to request that we schedule a meeting in the near future, just to kind of see, you know, what we're doing to address the homelessness solutions that just to discuss it, if my colleague's okay with that. And then I have no more events, but I did want to ask a question because this came up. A resident told me that they saw Southwest Patrol taking photos of houses, and so I was a little confused on that because I wasn't quite sure. Are they doing work outside of security? And I don't know who would be able to answer that.
Mr. Mayor and council, we can check into it. They are taking pictures of graffiti for the sheriff's department. So some of the homes, I don't know where the area is at, but we can definitely look into it. Michael can follow up with Southwest. But they're definitely taking pictures of the graffiti and then forwarding it on to Michael's office and the sheriff's.
Okay, so it's only graffiti related. They're not doing any other type, because it seemed like they were going through a residential neighborhood and looking at each of the houses and.
I can look into it. Now, there are some houses that are squatter houses, so they are going, that's part of their daily routine of
No,
patrols.
this street that I heard of, it wasn't any squatter.
I can definitely look into their
Okay.
logs and see what they're
I was
doing.
just
I'm not aware of
curious.
any reason they'd be taking photos of homes, though, other than if it was
Okay,
for
so they're only
vandalize or.
solely doing security, like graffiti, reporting things. They're
Their
not.
their specific tasks are security, but it's patrolling the city. They're handling, dealing with homeless, offering services, and also doing vendor patrol. So if they see
Okay.
vendors, they advise them they have to get a license to operate.
Okay, because they were just very confused, and I wasn't sure what they were talking about, so I wanted to ask. That's all I had. I'll pass it along. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I also attended the, I stated earlier, the Halloween haunt event. Fabulous event, well put together. I want to thank the staff as well as the volunteers, and as I always do, the parents for bringing the children there. And yes, I'm really glad that the Halloween, the haunted house is back. Of course, it was due to COVID, which is why we had suspended the Halloween haunted house. And so it was back and very enjoyable for all. I really also enjoy, like you was mentioning, Ms. Cuevas, the entertainment. I think this year the group that did the entertainment for kids was very engaging, and the children was really engaged. in their performance like that. And we've had some good ones before, but this one was really, that was really outstanding, really engaged the children. I think that the parents was really pleased with that. So shout out to our new director, Jason, for all your hard work, and you and your staff there, as well as Public Works. I also attended the Smith School had a costume parade, where you got to parade around in your costume, right, for Halloween. And so, yeah, and so that was a good event to watch the kids. And there was a couple of scary ones, because the teachers also had costumes on, and some of the teachers went kind of out there, with the scariness, what have you. I'm sure it was fun for those elementary kids, right? But that was good as well. And of course, I attended the seniors Halloween theme luncheon, as I'm pretty often attend the senior luncheon. Although, am I a senior? I might be a senior.
But how old are you? Yeah, you are. You are. So if you don't remember your age, you are.
Yeah, I'm not a senior yet. I might be in a few days, though.
You're getting close.
So I did attend that, and that was well attended. I also attended, of course, the Los Dias Los Muertos, Day of the Dead, as well with Asmola, right here on the campus, City Hall. That was a great event. That was my second one that I attended. Last year we did one in Council District 10, and we had another one this year, which happened to be on the same day, which I didn't attend. But Asmola did a great job putting that together in conjunction with the city staff. The dancing was good, and just the whole story behind, or the meaning behind the Day of the Dead and why it is celebrated is really something that we bring attention to, and it's a growing holiday. And so that was great, and I look forward to participating in that again next year. I'm sure it'll be even bigger next year. And that's all I will report at this time. Okay, and with that, that's the City Council and Mayor's report of attendance. The next item on our agenda is adjournment. What time is it? 7:30. Okay, 7:32.
2 minutes late.
Okay, I guess I should read this. Okay, the next regularly scheduled meeting of the Lawndale City Council will be held at 6:30 p.m. on Monday, November 18th, 2024, in these here chambers. It is now 7:33, and we are adjourned. Very good. No closed door.